guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Cerise Fairfax. Today we're going to talk about some breaking news. In the Dominican Republic, I'm located on the north coast of the Dominican Republic in a province called Puerto Plata, in a municipality called Sosua, and in a little neighborhood where I live called Los Charamicos. I live where I love, and I love where I live. Today is breaking news. Lifestyle Tuesdays. On this channel, we talk about Lifestyle Tuesdays and Storytime Thursdays. Last Thursday, I did a story time on a gentleman. Well, I don't know if we want to call him a gentleman, on a dude that came here to the Dominican Republic. His name was Harry from Holland, and he got himself into some problems with a younger woman. Too young. Now, the age of consent here is age 18, okay? And that is overall across the board. That's for drinking, that's for intimacy, that is for driving, that is for marriage. I'm sweating a little bit because it's hot today, and I can't put my fan on as I'm doing the videoing. And I already did a couple of videos from my other channel called Sister Cerise, my entertainment channel on YouTube. Check it out. Please go ahead there and subscribe. But in any case, we're going to roll on. Now, this story is actually breaking news, and this is similar to the Harry and Holland situation. And it's actually really, really sad. Let's read it together. Okay, so Wander Franco, the 24-year-old shortstop for the Tampa Bay Rays, is currently on trial in the Dominican Republic. He's Dominican, facing serious charges, including intimacy, SA, we'll call it SA because YouTube doesn't like certain words. SA, commercial exploitation of a younger person, and human trafficking. Prosecutors allege that in early 2023, Franco engaged in an 8-month relationship with you're never going to get this, 14-year-old girl. That's 14 years old. They claim he, through his mother, transferred approximately $17,000 to the girl's mother in exchange for allowing the abuse. The girl's mother is now facing money laundering charges and is under house arrest. The trial commenced on June 2nd, 2025, after being postponed from December 2024 due to the absence of key witnesses. If convicted, Franco could face up to 30 years in prison. 30 years, guys. And a lot of you guys were like, 15 years for Harry from Holland? Yeah. Additionally, he was arrested for illegal possession of a pow, which could add another 3 to 5 years to his sentence if found guilty. Franco has been on MLB's restricted list without pay since July 2024, and the league is conducting its own investigation under its DV and Child Act policy. It's deeply troubling. It's a deeply troubling situation. Okay. Now, how did the situation come about? How did people find out about the situation? The situation came to light in August 2023 when photos of Franco with the underage girl surfaced on social media, sparking public outrage and prompting an investigation by Dominican authorities. This led to a formal complaint filed on July 10th, 2023, initiating a nearly 6-month investigation. The investigation uncovered evidence, including transcripts of interviews with the girl and her relatives, messages between Franco and the girl, and financial transactions. Prosecutors allege that Franco, through his mother, transferred, like I said, $17,000 to the girl's mother in exchange for allowing this to happen. Franco was formally charged in July 2024. The trial proceedings have been largely closed to the press, and specific personal details about the victim are being kept confidential, likely to protect her privacy and comply with legal standards in the Dominican Republic. Yes. Now, I heard a couple of things. I heard that she was with child. I don't know. That's not being given out right now. A lot of the information is being held down on the down low. And even though he was in Puerto Plata last week going through court, a lot of the court proceedings are closed to the courtroom. The courtroom is closed to a lot of the press. So even if I did want to go there, like how a lot of vloggers are going to New York to see the Diddy situation, I don't think I would be able to get in, because maybe I should try. Maybe I should mind my business. Maybe I should be happy just giving the goods here. I will just give the goods here. So, so that's pretty much what is going on. And a lot of people, they think, oh, only gringos get in trouble. Oh, only gringos have to be careful. No way. I am telling you right now that a lot of Dominicans get in trouble. They get in trouble. I hear a lot of people, like foreigners, say, oh, only gringos have to pay gringo prices. Only gringos have to blah, 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 blah. Listen, gringo prices, okay, Dominicans pay gringo prices too. Trust me, Dominicans don't get that much of a break when it comes to goods and services. Like, a lot of people will be like, if I was Haitian, then I would get a cheaper deal from the people that sell things on the streets, the Haitian that sell things. If I was Dominican, I would get a cheaper deal. I'm not Dominican, I'm not Haitian, and I don't get gringo prices per se, right? I do get priced at the price that Dominicans get priced at. And I'll tell you something else, which is very interesting. I buy honey from my honey guy. He has a honey farm, and it's a bottle of honey, right? And then I buy that bottle of honey for like 150 pesos, which is $3. My motor concho will go and buy it, and he pays 200 pesos. That's $4. Yeah. And I was like, what? I said, I'll buy it for you next time. You just pay me back. Yeah. So now check this out. One day, I went and I bought some, some coconut oil. I went and I bought some coconut oil from the same guy, and he sold it to me for 500 pesos. It's a huge bottle of coconut oil. And it's all natural. So it's a great price, right? 500 pesos is $10. But I thought to myself, no, I bought a bottle the same size on the beach years ago, like a couple of years ago, for like 350 pesos, which is like $7. And these are approximate prices. So I was like, I must be getting gringoed from this guy, right? So for the coconut oil, because he owns the honey farm, but he doesn't do the coconut oil. He buys the coconut oil and resells it. So I thought, he's making a good chunk of money on the coconut oil. So I sent my moto concho and I said, go buy it for me. I want to see how much he sells it to you for. Oh, 800 pesos. That's $16 pretty much. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting a real good deal from this dude. I need to stop complaining. I need to start appreciating. So yeah, I was like, oh, he's charging this Dominican 800. I even said to my motor control, I was like, why would he charge you 800 pesos? That's a lot of money for you to pay. He knows you're a motor control as well. And he's like, that's the price. I'm like, that's the price that all Dominicans pay? Or does this guy just not like you? And my motor concho laughed at me, and he's like, no, that's the price that all us Dominicans pay. And I'm like, I pay him 500 pesos. And he's like, well, he must like you. He said, you're getting a good price. I'm like, wow. I was so shocked. So yes, there is a certain price that people pay. But when you start using someone's service and buying their product all the time, and you do things like bring customers for them and stuff like that, they will start breaking you off a little bit of discount. So we have to stop using the gringo price. When people message me for apartments, and it's so bold when they say this, I will not work with them. I will not work with them, because they'll say to me, hey, I saw your video on YouTube. I see that you help people get apartments. Can you get me an apartment? I don't want a gringo price. I'm like, do you not know that I am the queen of budget? Do you not know that I am the queen of low budget apartments? I can get you a 2-bedroom apartment for 750 pesos, fully furnished, and you can put that on Airbnb and make money on it as a passive income. And you're going to message me and tell me that you don't want a gringo price? You didn't watch enough of my videos at all. So yeah, I won't work with them, because then they become difficult. And I'm like, no. If they are coming at me like that, and I don't want the gringo price, we have to stop talking about gringo prices the way we once did, because Dominicans are being smothered with high prices here. The cost of living is going up. The rent is going up. Oh my gosh, yeah. And don't get me started on a lot of the stuff that gets imported here to the Dominican Republic. Guys, right now I'm drinking beautiful tea from the tree, and I'm also drinking dandelion, and I'm also drinking green tea. Get your tea in you. This was the tea today. I just want to say to you guys, I'm going to keep you updated on this guy, Franco. What's his name? I'm going to keep you guys updated on this dude, Wander Franco, and what's happening with him, and anything that I get. Of course, I will not reveal the young girl's name, because you guys know that I'm already confidential when it comes to story time. But a few of you guys were wondering if last week's story time was the Franco situation, and it wasn't. It was just happened that I brought that story out, and then the same day I released story time, I heard about this Franco dude. So, I guess we just gotta pray for the little girl. This guy is making millions. One person said to me when I was out at the Colmado the other day, one person said she should have just held on for the big enchilada, because people are saying that she's with child. And if she's with child, then she would have been, getting a lot of money in the long run. But whether she's with child or not, it came out on the internet. And the Dominican authorities saw that photo on social media. So that means that he was taking photos with her, and he was with her for 8 long months. 8 months. That's a relationship. Okay? And now the American authorities are also looking into it. They're probably thinking, wow, if he did that in the Dominican Republic, what more was he maybe doing in the United States? I don't think it was in the United States as well. I do believe that it was here, because a lot of people do believe that they can get away with it here. But now you can see for yourself, whether you're a gringo or whether you're a Dominican, you are going to get in trouble. Oh, before I let you guys go, there was in Cabarete a few years ago. Okay, so this is very graphic. So, I would encourage you to just, if you don't like, it's very graphic. So just trust me and just plug your ears and tune in a minute if you are sensitive to this type of stuff. So there is a Haitian dude in Cabarete, and he was with a younger girl, an underage girl. And the underage girl was Dominican. They took that man by his feet, tied him up to the rafters, the roof, and cut his anatomy off. and let him bleed to death. Yeah. And if any of you come at me and say that's not true, that can't be true, I don't believe that, that's a lie, because some of you guys will comment that. Not some of you guys. Every so often I'll get someone to say that's got to be a lie in my comments. Like, I'm really going to bring out untruthful stories, you know, like I don't need to. Truth is stranger than fiction. But I'll tell you something. Those photos and videos are sent to all of us. You know, when I first got here, I was, dating a Dominican, and he was really into the news and he was really into community and stuff, and one day he showed me photos that he received on WhatsApp that got forwarded to him. And I was like, what's that? I thought it was a movie scene. And I'm like, what's that? And he's like, oh, some guy, he fell off his bike, his motorcycle, and he died on the street. And I was like, and that's his body? And he's like, yeah. This photo was right, the motorcycle was beside the guy was on the ground, he was all like, hitched up, blood coming out of his head. It was graphic. I'm a Canadian. There's a lot of things that are censored, and I was not ready for that. I was like, whoa. And then there's another story that I'm going to tell you. This seems like a story time today, but I was down at the beach one day, and I was walking down the beach, and there was a guy on a bike. He was a German guy, and he was on his Harley. It was very early in the morning, and he just looked like a cool dude. And I was like, can I take a photo of you? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. And I took a photo of him. 3 days later, maybe even 2 days later, that same ex-boyfriend, I was still with him at the time. Like, I was still here. It was like my first year here. Now I've been here for 7 years. And him and I have been broken up for like 6.5 years. So it was like my first year here, my first few months here. And my ex-boyfriend showed me the phone. And he's like, isn't this the guy that you just took the photo of the other day? And I looked and I was like, oh, it is. He got hit coming out. He was on a bike, that same bike, motorcycle. We call them bikes here, but motorcycle. And he was leaving the on Route 5, and he was leaving a gas station, and he was pulling out of the gas station, and a car hit him, or I don't really remember, another motorcycle hit him or something of that nature. And they showed his body. And I was so torn up. I was like, what the heck? Where are you getting these photos from? And he's like, people send them. I'm like, what? Is this on the news? And he's like, no. Dominicans that are around, they just go, they take a photo and they pass it around, and everyone eventually gets it. People who are kind of like in the loop. So I'm one of those people now who are in the loop, and they will send me photos and videos. The other day, I have a video right now that was sent to me. There was 2 Haitian women, and they got into a fight, and one Haitian woman, another Haitian woman, and the video that I saw is the Haitian woman is all bloodied. She's still alive though. And you can see like the slices on her body. There's blood everywhere. There's a lot of people around. And she asked for her cell phone. So she was talking, and she said, dame mi celular, like give me my cell phone, dame mi celular, or donde mi celular, or something of that nature. And it didn't look that fatal in the video. And then I found out that she died that night, and that was very sad. I'm still processing that one. I haven't become immune to it, but I do see these photos and these videos very, very often. Now, I did digress. I'm going to go back to the guy that they hung up and cut off his anatomy, and let him bleed out. When I saw that photo, that was shocking. The amount of blood that was on the ground. And they don't just take one photo. They don't just take one video. They get in on the scene as if they are investigators, and they take the photos, they take the video and everything. And this one video of this guy with his thing cut off was not just like a 30-second video. This was like they went into the house, they videoed all the floor, they videoed him. I only saw the back of his head, and then they got right around and they went right up and showed where it was cut off. They went right up, showed where his feet were tied off, like tied up. And then they showed where the blood went all the way down and through the back. I would assume it went to the bathroom. They didn't go all the way through this house. You see, Dominican homes, and this particular place was a Dominican home. And sorry, my other cellular phone is going off in the background. So this particular Dominican home is like kind of like your studio apartment. It's just like, it's like a cement block with zinc roof. So you go in, right there is your bed. There's your little kitchenette area and the TV on the wall and where you put your clothes, right? And then the bathroom is at the back. And that's what this looked like. Oh my gosh, he was hung up and it was cut off. And Dominicans did that to him because he was with a minor, because he was with an underage girl. And I'm telling you something, this is a very serious situation here in the Dominican Republic. So be very careful. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today for this breaking news. I will make sure that I continue to bring this breaking news to you. But I also want you to do me a favor right now. Please go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this content. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, because when you hit that like button, what you do is you let the whole entire YouTube know that you enjoyed this video, but you also let me know that you enjoyed this video, and that's really important. It means that you like my content. Also, please go ahead, be good to yourself out there today. And remember, tomorrow's not promised to you. So make today count. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Cerise here, and I love you.